Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Beth Deer.
I have a secret from the world that most of you don't know. Won't hear it in the way I talk, and eyes no clue will show. If you listen to my story, something new to learn you'll find. For though I'm looking straight at you, I'm legally blind.
Poet Dave Steele is known by his several different titles: author, singer, public speaker, but perhaps the handle that's most important to him is being known as the blind poet.
Being the blind poet to me is a way of me helping and supporting people around the world in the way that I wanted someone to be there for me when I was first diagnosed.
Dave, can you tell us a story of how you became the blind poet?
Around about 7 years ago now, just about 9 months after my diagnosis with retinitis pigmentosa, I got invited to a support group, and when they heard I'd previously worked as a singer, they asked me if I would come and sing some songs and be the entertainment for the support group. And I immediately said yes, because going to that support group very early on in my diagnosis was my first time being around other visually impaired people. And that was quite scary to me. Being around people with canes and guide dogs was almost like a glimpse into my future. So being the entertainment was my comfort zone.
So Dave decided to perform the classic song Stand By Me and altered the lyrics to relate to how he felt losing his own sight.
People immediately in the room were saying that I was able to describe how they'd always felt about their journey with blindness and low vision, and it was helping them kind of feel less alone. And that, to me, kind of gave me my purpose back, because I felt a bit lost at that time.
Feeling inspired by his newfound talent, Dave began his journey of creating poetry, which led him to publishing his first book, Stand By Me RP.
But for every unheard question, there's an answer I've prepared. They're written in each line, each verse, each poem that I've shared. For every page I've filled, I've emptied out my heart and soul, so one day she would know the way. That's always been my goal.
You know, the main themes in everything that I write is basically you are not alone. And that these things that we go through are perfectly normal and natural, and not to be too hard on yourself. People say to me, how many poems can you write about low vision and blindness? Well, how many songs can you write about love? Different lines strike differently with different people. So the themes are often the same, but the message resonates with people in different ways.
Why do you think that poetry and other art forms like music allow these messages to resonate so profoundly?
Music and poetry just makes you lean in and feel it more. It always has done. It's something in the human psyche that does that. If we think about music, which I say poetry and song lyrics are the same thing, we think about our favorite artists. They tend to be the ones that actually share, the deepest and darkest things in their lives through their art. And that's something that I've definitely found when I'm speaking at events, using the poetry to talk about any kind of subject that I've done, whether it be low vision blindness, anxiety, depression, being a parent, all these things that I talk about really makes people lean in and feel it more. And the emotions within the room when I speak is just incredible.
What's equally as incredible, with over 800 poems, 3 books of poetry, and a new children's book series on the way called Austin's Amazing Adventures, is Dave's ability to continually express himself through his writing.
I'm a great believer that everything happens for a reason. I think that's one of the things that I've really learned through this kind of process. The things that we go through in our past, all the dark times that we have, give us the ability to face the things that we're yet to face going forward.
Dave, you've written so much poetry throughout your career that has meant so much to so many people. What is a line of yours that means a lot to you?
One of the lines that keeps repeating in a lot of my poems is, I've learned to breathe while I still grieve. And that's something that I think is very kind of prevalent in the fact that, I always say to people that it's perfectly normal and natural to have your down days and your bad days. And I still have those days where I struggle sometimes. But the difference is now, I don't let it stop me. So I always say, I've learned to breathe while I still grieve. I'm still grieving for the sight I've lost and the sight I'm yet to lose, but I don't let it stop me. I breathe and carry on with my day.
So never offer pity for the broken sense I've lost, for I feel I have gained more than the price that blindness cost.